The Quarantined Cantaloupe. Might as well get something that I'm gonna have trouble saying over and over again. Alright, Randall, Marie, Ellie. You look like a pretty good starting team. Alright, here we go. We awaken trapped in the asteroid with the crew of 3 duplicates. Resources are scarce. Alright. So we got lots of non-pee water. And lots of oxygen. Well, alright, so we know what to do. Let's start digging. Dig all that out. Let's build a ladder down here. Oh, we can't do that because we have nothing yet. Alright guys, start digging. They must be able to reach the errands. They can climb obstacles 2 spaces high. They themselves are 2 spaces tall. And just make sure that everything you do is accessible. It'll show you. If you hover over something, like say I set something up, like, you know, dig this. If I hover over it, it'll tell me that it's unreachable. So now we have some materials and we can build a ladder down here. It just wouldn't be right, you know, if I drew a completely straight line. Okay, so we're gonna actually plan this out this time. How's that sound? So we'll plan on, you know, having this be kind of our main area since this is what we have now, and we'll dig something down. I still like that idea of having the basement. Maybe it just needs to be thicker, but then we also need to make sure we don't have just, you know, randomly shaped corridors in just kind of every direction. What the crap is this? Apparently this is already set up. It's got some weight plates, duplicate checkpoint, and a brain. The neural vacillator? This is very strange. I mean, obviously I knew that was something that was in the game because we were looking at it in the research, but I had no idea that it was, you know, something that you could find just, you know, like an abandoned laboratory in the middle of an asteroid of all places. Huh. Good job, Ellie. Can we do the priorities now? We can. So we can have this ladder be like our main point. So we can do something like, you know, build this straight down. And then, I don't know that I'm going to have him build all of this right now, but let's just kind of plan it out. We don't have access to mesh tiles or anything yet. We can something like this. And as nice as it was to have the like 3 or 4 space areas, all we really need is 2. So for now, maybe we'll just have a couple of 2 spaces. So maybe we'll get the first like couple people like right away, just so we can get things moving. But maybe around 5 we can just hold off for a little bit. Okay, so before we get too far into this, let's set up some things. So we need to start with like the generator, and we'll build a couple batteries. We can build a couple outhouses. We can build one floating in the sky, and the microbe musher. One of you was a loud sleeper, so we'll just set up a bunch of beds even though we don't have that many people. And then we'll stick the other person like over here for now. So we're planning things out a lot better in my opinion. And yes, I know we have insufficient oxygen generation. That's part of it. You know, that's why you have so much oxalate to start with. That's that stuff that, you know, like this stuff that just emits oxygen. And there's like, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. There's a lot of it to start off with. But we are going to get to the point where we don't need to rely on it before we run out of it. And that alone is going to be a huge improvement from last time. I know you have to use the bathroom. There's one already made. Oh, it needs dirt? Well, put some dirt in it then. It also wouldn't be an oxygen not included game without people making messes. I mean, yeah, we could have people that don't make messes. Where's the fun in that? You're not cool unless you pee your pants. And see, and we already know how to deal with it. We already know that you have to get the pitcher pump to get water, and you have to get... Oh, let's not override that just yet. And you have to get a, what was it called? Like a bottle... something, a bottle emptier to empty the bad liquids. Which one of you was loud? And it's Randall. Alright, Randall, you get to sleep over here all by yourself. And then Marie and Ellie can sleep over here. I'm also going to try to not have way too much scheduled to be done, like at any given time, because I feel like we were getting a little overwhelmed at times. So like they still need to build this pitcher pump, they still need to build the microbe musher. And I think that's good. I'm not gonna mess with it right now. We can let her charge up some power, that's fine. Because she'll stop when that gets full. Because there'll be no reason to run. And by stop I mean get flung out of it. I don't care about this stuff falling in there, that's fine. I just want water. So we're getting the most important things taken care of pretty quickly here. We've got outhouses, we've got... almost got the micro musher up and running. We still have, you know, plenty of starting food. What were those called? The nutrient bars. So germs are an invisible peril that cause disease in my duplicants. In case you weren't here like 10 minutes ago and saw everyone die to disease. It needs to be taken seriously. I know that now. And then there's polluted water. Polluted water emits polluted oxygen and over time accelerates the spread of disease. So we will figure out a way to deal with that pretty early. I might even just set it off to the side. If I find a thing of polluted oxygen or of polluted water with like slime all around it, I'm not just gonna dig into it and say, oh, there's already nasty water here. Just put all your nasty water here with all this other nasty water. Because that's not actually a good idea. Also, we can probably figure out what this guy does. We saw a few of these Drekos in the last playthrough, but we never actually got to them. They were like, I think there was one that was really far away, and there's one that was in a giant cavern full of chlorine. But this is actually full of oxygen. It's got some hydrogen, but hydrogen's very light. As long as we don't mess with this area, it's probably not going to leave that small space. So this is good. You know, it's downtime of day 2, and everyone's doing well. We've already got the essentials built. We don't need to mop that. Let's see if there's anything else to mop. There's a little bit to mop up still. Yeah, see, Randall is loud. His noise would probably make people next to him not have good night sleeps. Oh, also, he doesn't have any oxygen down there. Sorry, Randall, I wasn't thinking. Also, can we build research? We can build research now. And that does take power, so let's build it. Okay, we need to, like... I just got done saying we were going to play things a little smarter this time. So I still feel like I should build it either here or here. Maybe we should build it here, and we can focus on making this area more of a food area eventually. I mean, maybe we don't need to, you know, quite plan on exactly what areas are going to be what for now. But we should keep the workstations in a pretty centralized location. Let's go ahead and make another ladder space right here. Fetching water. In order to carry liquids from place to place, the duplicants will need to be able to bottle them for transport. If I build pitcher pumps from the plumbing tab, Over pools of liquid, my duplicants will be able to bottle them. Then they'll automatically deliver the bottles wherever they need to go. Environments that are extremely hot or cold affect the internal body temperature and cause undue stress. The thermal comfort overlay allows me to view all areas where the duplicants will feel discomfort and be unable to regulate their internal body temperature. I wonder if it's telling me that just because it's still early in the game, or if it's telling me that because we actually have a temperature issue this time. It's a bit hot over here, so it's mid-90s. The outhouse is upper 80s. Yeah, I think the further out we go from the area we start in, it just kind of gets hotter. And this area still kind of freaks me out a little bit. We'll get up there eventually. It's very strange.